y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone. And don't forget to follow me at Brishari. Everything will be linked down in my description box below. Y'all, this is the first Subby Sunday of the year. We did not end last year, awful one. And yeah, we just didn't. We ain't gonna talk about the past, y'all, because it's a new year. So anyway, this is the first Subby Sunday of the year. So let's go ahead and get straight with it. So y'all, we're gonna get straight into this video. We're gonna try to do every Sunday this year. Try. So anyway, this one is titled Ninjas Ain't Shit. He played me, but it worked in my favor. Well, kinda. Let's see what's going on. I got my laptop right here. So it says, this story takes place when I was like 18 or so. Don't remember exactly, but I was young and dumb, LOL. I'm 35 now, so I'm just looking back. I'm like shaking my head. Anyway, of course I'll change all the names so that you don't have to. One day, me and my bestie, we'll call her Slim because she's skinny, and before y'all come for me, she really go by that name, LOL. We're at the kicking house doing just that, kicking it. First of all, every hood has one, and the mama or the aunties be there because they rather y'all be there with them than in the streets. So we could smoke, drink, or whatever, LOL. It was always a full house over there. After being faded and having fun, me and Slim were about to head home. I won't say where she lived, but if you know where the Snooty at, we both wasn't too far from that area, LOL. The kicking house was off of El Segundo. Cross street don't matter. Symone, you be like, don't give too much details, laughing my ass off. I'm trying to set the visuals. Because if you're from LA, you're going to see why I was mad. Anyway, we're getting into my car. And this ninja that Slim was kind of talking to, dating or whatever you want to call it, was like, yo, H mama, can you give me a ride? He don't need a name. And yes, that ninja still called me that to this day. My name does in fact start with an H, LOL. I asked where he was going and he said not too far south of where we were. I told him he wasn't going in my direction. I'm high as fuck and I already don't know how to drive at night. So I'm trying to hurry up and get home. He insisted that he would give me gas. It wasn't far, blah, blah, blah. Plus it's the homegirl booth, so I caved in. We listening to music and vibing. After like 5 minutes, I'm like, hey, do I make a left or a right? Like, where are we going? He just like, nah, keep going straight. I'm gonna tell you when you gotta turn and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna tell you where you gotta turn and stuff, okay? We keep on vibing. I asked again. After the third time of him bullshitting me, I pulled the car over. Ninja, I'm not the one. I will put your ass out. Where are we going? You taking me further and further out of my way. He had the nerve to laugh. Y'all, my blood was boiling. Not only do you have me fucked up, you gonna laugh at me like it's a joke. He's a gangbanger, so I wasn't gonna put him out, especially I didn't know where we were. But I needed him to think I was. I put a nigga out my car before, but that's another story time, LOL. Anyway, he told me to chill and calm down, which I hate, and we were basically there for real this time. Girl, we ended up in Carson, but taking the streets, it just seemed like forever, especially since he said it was 5 minutes away. We pulled up to the house that he wanted to be dropped off at. As he was getting out, he was like, hey, don't pull off, I'll be right back. I looked at Slim like, I know this ninja don't think he getting a ride back. He knew I was pissed, but I waited. He did come right back after a few minutes. This ninja walked to the side of my car, smiling, talking about, hey, H mama, my homie want to meet you. I'm like, hell nah, I'm finna leave. You already made me go out of my way. Slim's boo was cute, so I just knew his friends was ugly, LOL. Y'all know how that shit go. But Slim low-key wanted to spend time with him and convinced me just to see what his homie looked like. Mind you, me, Slim, and old boy was all just at the kicking house. But it was a hell of people there, so I guess she felt like they'll be booed up if we stayed a little bit. Once again, I caved in, taking another one for the team, I thought. Besides, I have a whole boyfriend, so why should I care what this ninja looks like anyway? He ran back to tell his homie. I said yes, I guess, so we get out the car. I walked all the homies, and y'all, I about fell. That ninja was fine as fuck. He introduced himself and stuck out his hand for me to shake it. Man, my whole mood changed, okay? Boy was like, oh, you don't look mad no more, H mama, in a sarcastic voice. Me, him, and Slim just started laughing. We're gonna call his homie 100, like 100, LOL. 100 asked us if we wanted to hang out for a while, smoke, and talk. At first, I was ready to go, but now, oh, now I got a little time. Don't judge me. Me and Slim walk in. We had to pass the kitchen in order to go to the living room area where they told us to go. It was like 2 or 3 females sitting at the table. Me and Slim said hello, but they didn't respond. I'm like, damn, okay. I didn't even trip. Either way, I'm gonna speak to whoever if I'm walking in your house. I just was raised like that. So we go sit on the couch. A boy, Slim Boo, start telling 100 about what happened on our way here and how I said I'm gonna put him out. He thought I was nice, but I'm a gangster, blah, blah. After a few minutes, I looked over at the girls that were staring at us like we did something wrong. So I told Slim like, hey, them bitches keep looking at us weird. Tell me why a boy and 100 started dying laughing. We like, what's funny? Symone, tell me why 100 said that the reason them girls was staring at us and looking mad was because them girls was there for them. Yes, them. What? Like how you invite some females in but already got females there. That's why they didn't speak back. Man, now in the beginning I said I was young and dumb. Girl, me and Slim was both acting like this Me and Slim was both acting like them girls wasn't there. Y'all want to stare? Let's get him a damn show. I don't remember all the details, but I think we were just hugged up, hand on the thigh, laughing, just being annoying. Nothing nasty or X-rated, lol. But the girls never said nothing. I'm like, couldn't be me, shaking my head. We only stayed for like 20 or 30 minutes total, and I don't remember what happened with the other girls. But 100 became my boo. Now, if you remember, I said I had a boyfriend. Don't judge me, y'all. Yes, I have more story times about me and 100, and y'all will find out why he got that name. Symone, I always felt like we were friends before we actually met. I was nervous as fuck meeting you. Didn't want to seem weird, but you are the same from YouTube. That's what I love about you. Keep shining and being great. I pray 2024 blesses you even more than you can imagine. Love you always, your cousin, LOL. Aw, thank you, girl. That's so crazy because, y'all, I've been in situations where a dude will really have other girls over and I don't know if they feel like, let's see who the best battle of the funniest. Because I swear it'd be weird, and then you would realize, like, hold on. Why, when you start later talking to the boy and you get into it with a girl, you be like, that's that same girl. Like, why did you have us both over there? Boys really, like, ninjas really be trying it, because I swear, like, how you gonna have us over here and you got other people over there? That's weird. And then this is what's weird. The boo, he really weird for that, because it's like, you with my homegirl and you gonna have me drop you off to somebody else. Like, what if we didn't stay? You was still like parlay with these other girls. So you thought, weird. And then when y'all left, they probably was up over there kicking it with them, doing the most with them. Like, I would have left, cussed out the whole house, and set the kitchen on fire. Couldn't be me. But no, we do want to hear their other stories. But thank you so much for sharing. All right, you guys, so let's get into the next story. So this one is titled, My Friend Was Feeling on My Man. Girl, what? All right, let's get into this story. So it says, keep me anonymous, but hey, Symone, I'm blank, and I love your story times. I swear I be listening to them everywhere I go, like listening to a podcast. Definitely keep doing what you're doing. I love you so much. I love you too, girl, and thank you. So let's get into it. So it says, so this is going to be around the time that I was in college my freshman year. So I was going to this school in a small-ass town where it was predominantly white. But there was way more black people than I expected, which was cool. I didn't want to feel out of place. So me and my roommate ended up meeting this girl. We're gonna call her Desperate. So she started off cool as hell. Like, me, her, and my roommate, we were all a little trio. We did everything together. Parties, shopping, going out of town. Just so much shit. We was real close. So I ended up meeting this boy named G. That's just what everybody called him, but not his real name. He was on the football team, fine as hell. So I wanted to get a little taste. So this one night, me and him was talking about hanging out, and he was gonna bring a friend. And I was like, cool, my girls is gonna be with me, and we got a bottle. So they come over, and everything started off cool. We was playing Truth or Dare and Never Have I Ever. When we got to playing Never Have I Ever, that's when Desperate started acting weird as fuck. We got to talking about how many bodies we had, and she was just flexing at how she had more than 100, and how she could do a lot of things looking at G. Putting her feet on him and stuff. Then she got up trying to fill his six-pack, and I'm just like, girl, chill out. At this point, I'm thinking she drunk as fuck because she's showing the fuck out. I'm like, y'all gonna have to go because she on some weird shit. And at that time, I was just thinking she don't want to embarrass herself. So I'm really trying to help her out. So I walked the boys out, and then I'm just trying to get my roommate and Desperate to go to bed, because my roommate, her ass was fucked up too. So the next day, Desperate was acting like she don't remember doing what she did. So I just acted like nothing ain't happened. So like a couple of weeks later, me and my roommate decided to have a cookout. At this time, we done met a lot of people. We had a lot of guy friends. Keep that in mind. We just clicked with the guys better than the females. So of course I invited G, and Desperate was still my close friends. So of course she was there and everything was cool. But I realized she was doing the most with all the niggas there, and I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? She like, none, she cool or whatever, and I'm like, okay. So me and my roommate left, and we go to the store to get some Rillo so we could smoke. And on our way back, one of the girls sent the snap to us showing Desperate with her legs on G. So at this point, I'm heated as fuck, knowing what I'm walking into, because I'm like, girl, out of all these niggas over here, you on somebody that I'm talking to. So we get in, and her legs was still on him, and she looked at me all scared and shit. Somebody watching like something finna pop off. So I'm telling her like, what the fuck are you doing? And she talking about nothing, just sitting here. What you want me to do, sit on the floor? And I'm like, bitch, you weird as fuck, like get the fuck on. So the bitch trying to be smart, she sit on the floor, and I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go. Come on, roommate, because we finna hotbox in this car, LOL. But the story doesn't end there. But a lot of shit popped off, but it's so long. So let me know if you want me to finish the story, because I swear I've been typing hella long. Girl, yes. Girl, yes. This wasn't even long at all. We want you to finish the story. But that's so crazy, because it's like, it's always the one people. Once somebody try you, you can't, my bad, y'all, my baggage. Once somebody try you, you can't let them keep trying you, because that's what they're gonna do. Because I realized once somebody want to play in your face, they're going to keep playing in your face. Come on, you let me play in your face. And she was trying to see what he gonna let him. My thing is, he kind of weird is too, though. She weird. They both weird. But he weird too, because why is you letting her out? I'm like, girl, get your motherfucking legs off me. Did y'all see? Oh, if you follow me on Instagram, did y'all see when it was like how girls want you to act? And it was the guy in Target, and the girl's like, you dropped your keys, and he ran her over with the basket. Y'all, it's like, you should have been like, girl, get the fuck up off of me. Like, why is you playing? I don't like people like that either. Like, it's so many men in this world. Why do you want somebody that somebody else is talking to? I don't know, especially if that's your friend. Like, that's weird as hell. I don't know, that's weird. But thank you so much for sharing, girl. Yeah, we wanted to know all the details. Tell us everything. What happened? Did you sock her in the face? Like, what'd you do? What happened? All right, y'all, so let's get into this next story. So it says, threesome with a ghetto B word and my sneaky link gone wrong. That title really caught my eye. That was funny. This is from 2022. Wow. Okay, so it says, hey Symone, I love your story times and you. I'm much older, 31 to be exact, but I got some crazy stories I love to share. So this all happened about 2 years ago. Ooh, a fresh one. I just got out of an 8-year relationship with my baby daddy, and our relationship ended really badly, but that's another story for another day. When my ex and I broke up, he refused to leave my house. We have 2 kids together, so I didn't want to get a restraining order and force him out because I didn't want to put my kids through that. So for about 3 months, I would stay at hotels or friends' houses just to avoid going home at night. Not gonna lie, I was craving some good D because me and my baby daddy definitely weren't fucking even when we were together. The D was whack as fuck. I was on Facebook like us old heads do, LOL. We was... And there was plenty of dudes to choose from. But this one guy caught my eye. I'm gonna call him Games. He was never in my DMs. And he was super popular on Facebook. All of his posts would get like 300 plus likes, and they were just recycled memes, LOL. I decided, girl, this is like my ex. I'm just kidding. I decided to take a chance. And message him, and to my surprise, he responded with the quickness. We talked for a bit and agreed to meet up. Mind you, I was just looking for a sneaky link, not a relationship. We met up at a hotel and it went down. He had a great personality, even better than the sex. He liked to snort that white girl, so his thing would stay hard. Girl. That shit pissed me off, but he had that don't sound like my ex no more, but it's like a different ex. That shit pissed me off, but he had a way with his mouth that kept me intrigued. After that, I didn't talk to him for a few weeks. Then he calls me like, what the fuck, why you ain't text me? Now if there's anything I'm not, is pressed, even though I was secretly wondering why this nigga never hit me up after. Needless to say, he just wanted more, so we started a relationship. I knew he was a player, but I didn't care because I was gonna do me regardless. We hooked up for a few months and he took me out to meet his people, I guess to show me off. He stood me up a couple of times and I was already over this nigga, but for some reason I kept coming back. One night he told me to come to the Hilton so we could get it cracking. I was already on edge because this nigga liked to play games, but I was infatuated, so I said, fuck it. I get to the hotel and go to the room, and there's a bitch completely naked in there yelling on her phone. My first reaction is to turn around and walk the fuck out. Games chased me down the hallway and begs me to come back. He's like, don't you trust me? I'm like, nah, nigga. But I didn't tell him that. I said, yeah, I trust you, and I go back to the room. I get to the room and this bitch is still yelling at somebody on the phone while she's booty hole naked. Butt ass naked. I feel so awkward, but Games handed me some Henny and I said fuck it. The butt naked ghetto girl finally realized I'm in the room, so she abruptly enters her phone call. Little did I know that's when shit was finna go left. Naked girl immediately sets her sights on me and started talking shit. She's like, who is this bitch? Clearly she didn't know I was coming. I'm in the corner like, I know this nigga ain't got me up in here about to fight this. I know this nigga ain't got me up in here about to fight some ratchet ass hoe. I laugh because that's what I do when I feel uncomfortable. And naked girl changed her tone. Naked girl like, why you got your clothes on? You must be a stuck up ass bitch. Meanwhile, I'm looking confused as fuck, laughing my ass off. I told her I'll take my clothes off when I get drunk. I should have left, but I didn't. Naked girl tells me that Games is her baby daddy. She went to jail for him, and that's always gonna be her nigga, LOL. I'm like, good for you, sis. Meanwhile, both her and Games are drinking and doing lines of that white girl. I don't mess with that powder, but I used to smoke, so I'm rolling up so I can mellow out. The whole time, Games and naked girl arguing back and forth about how their relationship ended and who was right and who was wrong. The whole time I'm planning my escape, LOL. I've always been a shy, laid-back person, so I'm definitely not starting fights, and I really don't care to talk about their drama. Naked girl comes up to me and says, oh, she pretty, but she stuck up. She starts trying to pull off my... She starts trying to pull off my shirt, and I'm like, nah, sis, I got this. I might be a little shy, but I'm still a crazy ass bitch. I take my shirt and my pants off, and naked girl start kissing on me. It seems like we're gonna have some fun, but then naked girl goes off another bipolar ass rant. Naked girl start crying and saying how Games never treated her right, but she saw how he was catering to me all night, and it made her feel some type of way. Out of nowhere, naked girl starts laughing and twerking, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I take another shot, and they start arguing again. Eventually, we all ended up in the bed, and naked girl starts giving me head. It was the worst head I've ever had. She was sucking on my clit so she was sucking on my shit so hard I pushed the bitch off. Then she starts talking mad shit, like on some serious hater shit, trying to say I stank and I needed to shower, and that she didn't know why Games was fucking with me. At this point, I'm getting dressed and ready to go because I'm about to slap this sorry, because I'm about to slap this bitch. Games is begging me to stay and makes naked girl apologize. I must have really been fiending because I stayed. I get back in bed and start kissing Games while naked girl is giving him top, and they start fucking, but really I'm still pissed. I'm like, I know this limp D ninja don't have enough stamina for both of us. At this point, I'm drunk as fucking livid. I get out of the bed and get dressed. Meanwhile, they're still fucking. By the time I start putting on my shoes, Games realizes I'm leaving and jumps up out of the bed and trying to chase after me. Naked girl starts cussing me out and calling me a weak ass lame ass bitch. Fuck that, I'll be a lame ass bitch. I left with the quickness and got a room for myself. Games blew up my phone the whole night. Months later, he was still begging to fuck with me. There was so much more that happened, but this has already been a book, so I'll leave it there. That shit was crazy though. Let me know if you want to know more because I've got let me know if you want to know more because I've got an even worse story about Games when my dumb ass decided to give him a second chance. LOL. Thanks for reading all of this if you ever make it this far, and I'll always support you, sis. If it wasn't for you, I'll never share my story. A pic of me just so you have a face to put with this story. Thank you for sharing, sis. Can you send us more stories? Because sis, when I say this was funny as hell, this story was funny. Oh, you're really cute, girl. No, this story was really funny because not her getting mad. How she gonna get mad, call you a lame bitch, start crying, and then start twerking, and then get mad trying to say you stink? Like, bro, when I say I was really dying laughing with this story, and I'm super late because this is from 2022, but thank you for sharing, sis, because this was really, really good. Like, that shit had me crying because not him just setting up, like, not him not telling neither one of y'all was finna go down. Like, it's like, okay, y'all just finna be surprised and we finna just get cracking. Like, what? Alright, y'all, so this is the last one. This one is pretty long. So it's titled, this is from 2022 as well. So it's titled, He Took Me to His Girlfriend's Clinic Appointment. These men be out of control. So it says, this story is going to be long and strange. This story is going to be long and a strange one, but let's get into it. I may or may not be the villain in this story, but I did what I did and I'm going to stand by it. She's standing on business, okay? So it says trigger warning. So this is a trigger warning. It's about, I don't know if I could say it because YouTube be tripping. So, you know, when you're pregnant and then you go somewhere and then you don't be pregnant no more. So, yeah, that. So, if it's triggering for you to hear about people being once pregnant, then going somewhere and then leaving out not pregnant, then yeah. Okay, so it says, by the way, I love your channel. I always sit and have a little bit of, you know, smoke session to your long videos laughing my ass off. Well, I hope you still watching me, girl. So it says, okay, so the people are, and then she tell me FN, and that stands for fuck ninja, and then the dude, that's the dude she was messing with, and then somebody share, she gonna call her share, because the hoe was clueless, the first girlfriend, and then doormat, because she was getting treated like one, and that's his on and off girlfriend and now baby mama. All right, so let's get into it. I'm currently almost 19. Me and FN went to school together my whole 4 years of high school, and we used to flirt all the time. He was a basketball playing ninja. You know how that go. He stayed having some dumbass girlfriend on his arm, but always ended up being on and off with anyone he dated. Also known for being a huge flirt and whore. Red flag. He was a grade above me, and he used to always talk to me in the halls and joke at lunch. Now that I think about it, he was a fun friend, but he definitely ain't good for nothing more than that. I feel like that I was one of the few bitches that talked shit to him and was brutally honest about how much of a dog he was to his face. Anyways, eventually we started texting and hanging outside of school to smoke and stuff like that. I never made any advances towards him because I didn't like the idea of messing with someone else's man. But he was too smooth with the lies. Girl, he used to vent to me about how his current girlfriend was nagging all the time and was always being petty. He used to also talk shit like it would be crazy if we dated to get my naive little hopes up. Me being dumb as fucking unexperienced with guys, I believe everything he said, including the times he would tell me that they was taking a break. I was under some kind of spell for this man, and I don't know why. He was very cute and tall, but he was a childish bum with no goals, but hey, that must have been enough for me freshman year. I was a virgin at the time, and he knew that. He never pressured me or tried me about sex because he knew I wasn't going to give his Grammy as my V card if he was the last motherfucker on earth. I would let him give me these huge ass hickeys because he would get a little jealous when I flirted with someone else in school. Mind you, he still wouldn't cuff me though, so I definitely looked dumb as fuck. One day, FN was laying on me like usual, and next thing you know, my, was in his mouth. Like a, she said like a newborn, because these niggas is my sons. Okay, Nicki Minaj. That was my first time letting a nigga do that, and I liked it or whatever, laughing my ass off. So that kind of became a regular thing since I went without saying that I wasn't going to have sex with him. We would have our nursing sessions after school all the time, and he would smoke me out, rub on me and shit like that. I feel so bad saying it, but I used to pop that titty out with no remorse at all for Cher. Fast forward to Valentine's Day. He did some foul ass shit to me, but that's a whole separate story. He got back with Cher officially, and I felt like he tried to chop me like a ball sack, so I cut him off cold turkey and stopped speaking to him. I was sad for a little bit, but I moved on and started dating my first real boyfriend that was toxic, messy, and not to mention illegal. We dated for almost a year, and I lost my V card to him. And after we broke up, I felt shitty and depressed, and I heard he was single again, so I hit FN up. I was now a sophomore and the year was almost up and I was on my hot shit laughing my ass off. I linked with him late night and we caught up and talked about what we had going on, and I told him about my ex and how I regretted giving him my V card. When I tell you his ears perked up, I mean it. Red flag. After a couple of more links, I seduced him with ease like the slut he was. That became my routine. He would hit me up around sneaky link hours and come pick me up. Size, a good time. She said, size, a good ass time. I was fucking this man damn near every night on the low. And people in school used to suspect it, but I never had a rep like that, so it stayed only a rumor between a few people laughing my ass off. I would go to bed hella late and sleep in all my classes and had no shame about it. No surprise I had to cut him off again for some flaw ass shit that he did. So I was back on my P's and Q's and I was trying to catch up on my schoolwork. While me and him stopped talking, I accidentally found out the tea from this girl in my class. She told me that she had been fucking with this dude too, and how he ain't, about how he ain't shit and how he be moaning like a little bitch when they messed around. In my head, I was like, girl, me too. You can already guess who the guy was. FN. I was so infuriated because I don't play around with having sex with more than one person at that time. That's how people catch stuff. And in my state, we have high STD cases. I got so disgusted with myself because that's fucking nasty. If a nigga is sleeping around with multiple people and doesn't tell you, then they're sick and need to seek help. I was so fucking mad at myself for letting it get to that point where I was just another girl on his hit list when I already knew how he was from jump. My slowest thought I was gonna be different, but that's what I get anyway. Another thing that I found out was him and the girl Cher was never actually broken up those times. This nigga was taking one-sided relationship breaks and shit. Ooh. He did stuff and he was playing in both of our faces the whole time. My bestie shared a class with Cher and started talking to her and find out he was a serial cheater and she's basically okay with it. But who am I to judge? I'm the one getting cheated on by a nigga that ain't even mine. I know what you're thinking, but the story still ain't over, Symone, LOL. Okay, so boom. Fast forward to my junior year when COVID hit, and I'm glad to say that I cut him off for good after this time. Now we're finally getting to the actual event that made this story get that title. FN had a new girlfriend now. Her name is Doormat because of how dirty he did her. So him and Doormat have been dating on and off too, and I used to hear about him cheating on her with other girls and just being a garbage bag to her. I wasn't sexting or texting him, so I sat back and sipped this tea. She was a really sweet girl from what I saw. She used to compliment me all the time when she saw me in the hallway and call me pretty or whatever. And I did the same back because she genuinely was pretty too. But our interactions was never more than that. She seemed like a naive girl like I was in the past that got caught up with FN. On her Snapchat, she posted Cher for her birthday, and sometimes they would hang out and post each other. Weird, but okay. I don't know why she would want to be friends with her nigga's ex who also got cheated on, but that's her prerogative. But anyway, I had made up my mind that if FN tried me on some sexual type shit, that I was going to shut him down. I saw on social media that Doormat went to Cali and I expected to see them post a couple of pictures together. But she never did, and she was posting quotes. And just like I suspected, the minute their relationship got rocky, he hit me up to chill. One day after school, I played along and flirted with him. Basically made him think that it was going to be our same routine. As I expected, he told me that him and Doormat are getting along and some more bullshit about her. But I was prepared for him to tell me the rest of their business. He told me that she moved to Cali because she got pregnant and her family didn't approve, so they sent her away to have an abortion. I was shaking my head at the fact that she allowed this cheating ass bum nigga to nut in her. I was so disgusted when he told me that she wanted to keep it. But because of her parents and him wanted to abort the pregnancy, she was basically outnumbered. On a serious side note, shit like this happens all the time when girls don't have support. And it's satisfying that they feel like they could keep their babies. He was man enough to lay down with her, but he needs to face the consequences. But let me stop before I rant. After I heard all of that, I smoked his weed and then politely asked him to take me home. His demeanor changed when he peeped that I was irritated. Every time he touched me and he wasn't getting any coochie from me, he got on the phone with someone and I was sitting next to him, so I heard a little bit of the convo. After he hung up, that's when I saw him for a sicko that he truly was. This ninja had the audacity to tell me, oh, doormat not in Cali anymore. I gotta pick her up right now. Huh? I was thinking, well, damn, they must have supersonic jets in California airports. He lied. I'm sure you could guess by now which one it was. He then proceeds to tell me I gotta ride with him to get her because she's ready right now waiting on him. While we in the car on the way to get her, he was silent as fuck because what the fuck do you say? A nigga tries to fuck you and then tell you, oh, by the way, you gotta ride me to pick up my girlfriend. And a matter-of-fact tone at that. Let's take a minute to think about how sick-minded this ninja is. How about we pull up to an unfamiliar spot? I'm thinking we're going to her house or something. No, this nigga pulls up in front of a Planned Parenthood clinic and she's standing outside the door waiting for him looking sad as fuck. I feel so fucking bad for her. For one, why would you put me in her business like that? And we're associates and you telling me private details about your relationship. Not to mention, that's literally her fucking business. I could have lived without knowing that information. Two, this is an emotional issue and you bringing your ex side piece as a ride along. Sick as fuck. The ride to my house was long and silent and awkward as fuck. Fast forward to now, he did all that for no fucking reason because he ended up getting doormat pregnant again. Anyway, she went through with the pregnancy. I'm happy for her. She got the baby she wanted even though it's not the same child. He did some weird shit too, like try to pass me to his cousin, but that's too much to type, lol. But yeah, moral of the story, he's trash. Doormat needs to focus on herself and that baby. Thanks for reading my story. And ladies, if a man is showing you that he doesn't respect you, the last thing you need to do is have a baby with him. Y'all be easy, gang. not that y'all be easy, gang, but that is crazy as hell. That is crazy because for one, if you took me, you dropped me off to go have a you know what, and then you come back to pick me up with a girl in the car, that's insane. Ain't no way you even touching me again. You can't even look at me. You can't even on this because what? That's crazy. That's crazy. But I hope hopefully the baby like help her see and like, you know, get away from him, because if not, it's just gonna be a cycle of the same repeated bullshit and issues because he's not gonna change. A baby do not change people, y'all. A baby ain't gonna change nobody. Like nobody. Like please don't think a baby gonna change anybody or make you feel like you won in a situation to show girls like, oh, like he still deal with me, we got a baby. Because at the end of the day, you don't be the only one that's hurting in that situation, because it's like he's still gonna be playing you, doing his thing, and then it's like now you stressed out because you thought like, damn, I thought this situation would help. But y'all you gotta really do what's best for you and just walk away from people at some point. Like, whew, I know it's easier said than done, but yeah. But thank you so much for sharing, girl. I want to know more because this was good as hell. He ain't and he was young. That's the most craziest part about it is like y'all was in high school and he doing this bullshit, and his parents is just letting him just Some people really be enablers, because I'm pretty sure his parents was knowing everything and y'all just not talking to this man or like showing him like, hey, you need to strap it up. You need to get your shit together. But anyway, some people be thinking it's so cool for their sons to be players. My son's gonna break y'all hearts. I be seeing people post that stuff like nowadays and their kids be babies and they be like, my son's gonna break y'all hearts. Y'all better watch out now. And it's like, y'all know that one day you have to raise these little boys to become men. Like, why do you want to raise your son to just be like ain't shit? Like, I don't get it. Like, why do you want to set your son up for failure just because you think it's cool for him to be a player? Like, I don't know, it's just weird to me. But hey, that's not my kids. But hey, that's it. But thank you guys so much for sharing. That's it for this Subby Sunday. It's late, it's 11:42 p.m. and I'm about to make me something to eat and edit this video and get it up for y'all for Sunday. So yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing. If you want to send your story, make sure to send it at Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. Do not DM me your story. Do not send it to no other email besides Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. Because I know y'all probably like, Symone, you don't have to say this. Yes, I do. Because people would DM me and be like, girl, can you please just read mine next? And they'd be like, don't DM it to me because I'm not going to read it there. Once you send it somewhere that's not supposed to be, I'm going to just delete it. I ain't even going to read it. I don't care if the caption is good as hell and it'd be like, Symone, this is the secret to why your man was cheating on you because, bitch, I was the side piece. And I'd be like, oh, girl, I'm not going to read it. I really do not care. You can stick to the right place. But, yeah. Thank you guys so much for sharing. I'll see y'all in my next video. First Subby Sunday of the year. What? All right, I'm just talking. Bye.